What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and in today's video I am taking over FP Stick's channel as he is recovering from surgery. So I hope you recover well, man, and thank you for this opportunity. We're going to be shoutcasting his battles with a very strong team that we do see today. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles, and let's go ahead and talk about it. Looking over there on the left, you guys can see we have Nidoqueen, Umbreon, and Obstagoon. A double dark strategy there in the back. This is definitely an ABB line, and what I love about this team as well, it's like a bait and trap team. I'm guessing Umbreon is going to be the safe swap here. It does very well in neutral matchups, can soften up if a Charmer comes in or a fighter comes in with those last resorts, and then Nidoqueen can come in and hard farm, and you guys know how deadly Nidoqueen can be. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into these battles. Alright, getting right into this first battle, we have Nidoqueen on the lead versus Swampert. So not the best of matchups right here, and we are going to see that Umbreon be safe swapped right away. Now what we notice is the Swampert is deciding to stay in. That's a huge tell that whatever they have in the back cannot hard counter an Umbreon, which is very good when you're running a double dark line. That means Umbreon and Obstagoon are looking very strong. As well with this XL Umbreon, you don't have to shield these Hydro Cannons. Now we do see a Dragonite come in, so this is definitely very favorable right here. Switch Clock as well is going to be coming back up relatively soon with the Nidoqueen, as we can see. And Umbreon can just spam these foul plays for neutral damage, and if their only answer was a Dragonite, we might see them decide to swap out. Now they're going to go ahead and shield. Yep, here comes that Nidoqueen coming right back in. Again, aligning Nidoqueen to Dragonite is more favorable than Nidoqueen to the Swampert, and saving that Umbreon is going to be a huge call. So they're going to go ahead and let these Dragon Claws go through. Does some decent chip damage right here. Going to be loading up on energy and look to go for a Poison Fang now. This is going to do enough neutral damage here. It should take out the Dragonite, and we will see it go down. We'll probably see Swampert now come back in, which can load up on some energy right here if it chooses to do so. Not able to get to the Earth Power though, so the Swampert's going to go ahead and throw the energy. Nidoqueen will go down. Now I imagine they might bring an Obstagoon right here. We'll have to see what he decides to do. Obstagoon could really load up on some energy. No, just going to go ahead and bring in the Umbreon right away and look to force that foul play. Charge Me now coming through. It's going to be that Hydro Cannon. Going to go ahead and let it go. Umbreon is such a bulky Pokemon in this Ultra League Premier Cup meta, and this foul play will not be enough. It does get the final shield. That's a huge tell. Whatever's in the back is extremely weak to dark, so Obstagoon is now going to come in. Going to go ahead and shield, saving that Umbreon as well for a sacrificial swap late game, so we'll have to see how this plays out. But clearly Obstagoon deletes whatever's in the back. They will let that Hydro Cannon go through and go ahead and go for this Night Slash right here for neutral damage. Undercharged it as well so they can farm down, and it's going to be a Bomb of Snow in the back. That is a great call here. So Obstagoon going to be able to clean up this game easily. Cross Chop doing super effective damage, and there's nothing this Obama Snow can really do. Now, two Weather Ball, I think it can survive a Weather Ball, so they're going to go ahead and shield. Oh, they went for Energy Ball anyways. That's going to be game over. They could have gone for two Weather Balls potentially right there, right on CMP time. We might have seen a sack swap into Umbreon, but because it was Energy Ball, that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Moving into this next battle, we have Nidoqueen on the lead versus Shadow Dragonite. This is going to be a tough one. They're going to look to stay in right here. Again, Poison Jabs and Poison Fang are doing neutral damage, and because this is a Shadow Dragonite, it's going to take quite a bit more damage. Gets a shield as well. Going to go ahead and swap into that Umbreon so it can tank a lot of damage. This is a really great setup right here. This tells us that whatever's in the back, oh, they landed a Hurricane as well. This is also very good. Galarian Stunfisk now coming in because Obstagoon might be able to come in and hard farm. Plus, it keeps the Nidoqueen away from the Galarian Stunfisk, but they might be running double Ground Steel. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an Excadrill in the back potentially, but we're going to go ahead and see these foul plays come out for neutral. The Galarian Stunfisk is going to have to go for an Earthquake if it wants to take out this Umbreon right now. Otherwise, this is just going to be a Rock Slide. Yeah, the Earthquake does take it out, but Obstagoon with a shield advantage can now come in and hard farm. Will he decide to shield the potential Earthquake right here? Yeah, he's going to go ahead and shield, but it was a shield bait. That is unfortunate. He's going to have to throw energy now right before he gets to an Earthquake right here. That's great timing right there by FP Sticks, and the opponent does decide to shield. This is a huge tell right there, everyone, that whatever's in the back is extremely weak. I imagine it might be Excadrill. They're going to go ahead and shield. They bring in the Dragonite right here, which is, again, they swap that in. It tells us they are so weak to Obstagoon in the back. We're going to go ahead and see Obstagoon completely farmed down. Remember, it just threw that Hurricane, and it's going to be a Jellicent in the back. So this is going to be a good game right here. Night Slashes will be doing super effective damage. It's not going to do too much because XL Jellicent is extremely bulky, but still, Jellicent's going to have Ice Beam if it wants a Hope and a Prayer, but no, it only has Bubble Beams right here, which means it's going to be Bubble Beam. Shadow Ball is going to be the typical moveset. They can also clear the debuffs if he wants to by going into Nidoqueen right here to clear the debuff, but I imagine he's just going to go straight Night Slashes, and that is going to be a good battle. So Obstagoon definitely clearing up teams right here on the back end. He does decide to swap in a Nidoqueen. That's a great call right there, battlers. Knowing that he can do that, it's going to force the opponent to have to throw energy and saving Obstagoon. Now, we do see the Galarian Sunfist come back in, which is beautiful here. The Earth Power will be able to one-shot it, obviously. Boom! Takes it out right there. And Nidoqueen will be able to clean this up, and that is going to be a good game. When you utilize that Dark-type Pokemon as a safe swap, it's going to be a huge tell for what they have in the back. All right, so we got Nidoqueen on Nidoqueen, normal versus Shadow right here, so we'll have to see how this plays out. Earth Power is the move to watch out for, and the opponent does win CMP tie. Now, this could have been a bit early. They are going to shield the Earth Power, so they did win the CMP tie right here. So he is going to note that, and he might likely try to switch on the next charge move right here. So watch out for the switch. He's going to watch for the Earth Power, and he might go into Umbreon. Nope, the opponent decides to go into Mandibuzz. That is unfortunate. Earth Power right here going to do nothing, and he needs to land a Poison Fang to lower down the defenses right here. We'll have to see how this plays out. Mandibuzz as well being the flying Umbreon. I wonder if it's a double dark in the back as well. Now we are going to see Umbreon versus flying Umbreon come in right here. It's going to be Aerial Ace. Okay, they do have Aerial Ace. So it's going to be Last Resorts versus Aerial Ace. Now, Last Resort is a legacy move here on the Umbreon. It does neutral damage, and you need to have that if you want to be competitive with an Umbreon, whether that's in Great League or Ultra League, because you need that coverage, right? Those dark type Pokemon that would be resisting Foul Play or Dark Pulse can get hit for neutral, or Fairies can get hit for neutral with Last Resort, same as Fighters. And we do see, so it is a double dark, so it's Scrafty. Now, Scrafty is a bit better than Obstagoon when it comes to the 1v1, but we have Nidoqueen now coming back in with loaded energy, gonna go ahead and throw the Poison Fang right here. Doesn't get a shield as well from the Scrafty, but gonna be able to lower these defenses dramatically. So we know there's still Shadow Nidoqueen, we know there's still Mandibuzz, there's a shield left, and I wonder if they're gonna go ahead and shield this Nidoqueen to farm down. No, they're going to go ahead and let it go. Let the Foul Play go, and they might come in with Obstagoon and farm down. Obstagoon is loaded. Mandibuzz safely can't come into this, but the Shadow Nidoqueen does have an Earth Power ready to go. He's going to let it go. It's going to be the Poison Fang. That is a huge call right there to not shield. Going to go ahead and throw the Night Slash. This is going to come down to the wire, and the opponent might be able to catch the next charge move. No, he's going to swap into Umbreon to catch the next Poison Fang, clearing that debuff off of Obstagoon, and we'll have to see how this plays out. Mandibuzz now coming back in. This is a back and forth. Oh my goodness. Aerial Ace now coming through, and man, this Mandibuzz is absolutely loaded on energy. One more Last Resort should be enough to take it out, but hopefully they can get to it in time. Yes, he can. Now, the Nidoqueen, this is going to be tough. Nidoqueen can come in and potentially hard farm down. Oh, barely not enough to take it out right there. Gonna go ahead and let this go. His only hope and prayer is with Obstagoon. No, he's gonna go ahead and shield. He's gonna load up on energy, look to farm down. Switch timers coming back up. Gonna go ahead and throw the Foul Play here to get that final shield from Nidoqueen. And we might see one more Foul Play. No, he's gonna go switch to the Obstagoon right here and try to close this game out. Good game right there. One with the timer having 2 Pokemon alive. All right, so next battle, we have Nidoqueen versus Snorlax. We'll have to see how this plays out. Obviously has counters in the back, right, with the Obstagoon and Umbreon. We'll have to see what moveset is, but these are likely going to be body slams that are coming through for neutral damage. Now, he's going to go ahead and swap into Umbreon right here. The opponent's deciding to stay in, which is a huge tell. They might try to go for Superpower and Bail right here, but Umbreon can tank a Superpower, and it's going to be a lot of super effective damage right there, but able to CMP tie, which is fantastic. Going to be forcing a ton of damage onto that Snorlax, and we do see a Clefable now come in. This is what I talked about in the beginning. A set and bait strategy, swapping into that dark type Pokemon to bait out a potential Charmer or basically counter user to the dark type Pokemon. That way Obstagoon has a better chance of cleaning up endgame, and Nidoqueen can come in and hard farm. As you can see, they're going to go ahead and swap in. It's just farm down the Nidoqueen, or farm down the Clefable right here with Nidoqueen. and we will see the Meteor Mash be blocked and able to farm down. Now this Nidoqueen is absolutely loaded, and if they come back in with Snorlax, it's to tell they have something weak to Nidoqueen as well in the back, but they're going to go ahead and come in with Kingdra right here, which is perfectly fine. Loaded up on Poison Fangs, going to be doing neutral damage and just chunking health, and we are going to see the Snorlax come back in, but Nidoqueen is so loaded, and this is why this bait and trap strategy works so well, especially with something like Nidoqueen, because you can hard farm down those fairies and just spam these Poison Fangs for debuffs against the opponents. Able to absolutely shred right there. Can he get to another one in time? He can. My goodness, 4 Poison Fangs in a row. This opponent has nowhere to go. He can easily swap into Obstagoon right here. That is going to be a good game. Very well played. Alright, moving into this next one, we got Nidoqueen versus Toxic Croak on the lead. Obviously a fantastic place to be seeing the Toxic Croak, because if this was in the back, that would give this team a lot of trouble. But as well, Nidoqueen having access to Earth Power can one-shot the Toxic Croak right here. Mud Bombs, though, doing super effective damage. Now we do see a Lapras come in, which means Obstagoon is instantly going to be coming into this matchup right here. Going to go for Night Slashes as well. You may be wondering, why not Cross Chops? Well, Night Slashes have a chance to boost that attack, plus he wants to come out of this matchup with loaded energy, so he can at least start chunking that Toxic Croak in the back. So now he can basically farm down. He went for the fish for the boost basically with the Night Slash, and is going to go ahead and go for it again. He wants to be low so Toxic Croak can't farm too much energy, but also have energy for when it does come back in. So we do see the Toxic Croak come back in. Going to be going for Night Slashes here for resisted damage, but hopefully he can get to another one in time before he gets fully countered down. No, not able to get to it in time. We are going to see the Nidoqueen come back in and just go for Poison Fangs right here. Gonna have to get a shield. No shield by the opponent. That is a huge call by them, but now going for the double Poison Fangs right here is going to be getting that first shield, and we do see a swap into Empoleon. Now Umbreon versus Empoleon right here, 2-to-1 shield still, which is great setup here for FP Sticks in order to win this game. Going to be going for Foul Plays here for neutral damage, and then it's going to be able to have a last resort and some loaded energy for that Toxic Croak in the back. It's going to go ahead and shield this first Hydro Cannon. Obviously he needs to start shielding at some point as Nidoqueen is extremely low, and he's going to go ahead and go for the double shield here. Now I wouldn't be surprised if we see a swap back into Toxic Croak to try to catch a Foul Play, knowing that last resort is resisted by Empoleon and Foul Play is his only go-to. So I imagine we may see a swap. There's the swap right there, but he's going to go ahead and go for Foul Play anyways. It's going to force that shield from the opponent, especially since he waited a second, and now he's going to swap into the Nidoqueen to catch the charge move. That is a huge catch right there by FP Sticks. Nidoqueen goes down, but he's going to be able to get to a last resort in time. Is also going to no, not able to get to it. Oh man, Mud Bomb is going to get this game extremely low. He has to overload on energy. Foul Play, is it going to be enough to take it out? It is going to be resisted. Barely not enough. Going to be what? No, Toxic Croak takes it right there. That is unfortunate, but good game. Very well played. Alright, moving to this next battle. We have Nidoqueen versus Swampert. We're going to see a swap out right away, just like in game 1 right here, and we do see that fighter. Again, seeing those counters to Dark-type Pokemon in the back, having Obstagoon as the sweeper and Umbreon as a safe swap, you guys are going to see what Last Resort can do here to a Machamp. And as you can see, the Machamp's going to have to throw energy, and Umbreon can still survive, which means you're going to have a setup here where we're going to be getting one shield, and Nidoqueen can come in hard farm and have loaded energy, absolutely loaded energy for that Swampert. Oh, the Machamp doesn't shield, but he goes down the lag. That is unfortunate. Nidoqueen's going to go ahead and come in, let this go. It's probably going to be the Rock Slide, which is resisted anyways. That is unfortunate. Oh man, was able to almost win that. Now we do see a Typhlosion come in, which is doing Incinerates way faster than normal. I believe that's way faster than normal. I know this battle footage is sped up, but that Typhlosion is spamming out Incinerates right here, so this is not looking too good. Obstagoon obviously going for Night Slashes here. Both Cross Chop and Night Slash are neutral, but Night Slash has that dark typing added to it with Obstagoon, so it's going to do a bit more damage. Plus, you have the potential boost chance. Now, he's going to have to start shielding. Obviously, these Blast Burns are going to hurt, but Typhlosion is spamming these Incinerates way faster than physically possible. Alright, so now it's up to Swampert to try to close this game out for the opponent, but Obstagoon does have loaded damage. He's going to have to try to catch the charge move or actually force energy. Can he get to a Poison Fang? He can get to the Poison Fang in time. This is going to be resisted because of that ground typing, but lowering the defenses, and he gets a shield! That is huge! Oh my goodness, if he can survive this Hydro Cannon, I don't think he can, but if he can... And nope, he goes down. Alright, so Night Slash right here. This is going to be a very close battle. It's going to come down to the wire. Night Slash does neutral and the defense drop. Who's going to win this out? Hydro Cannon, I don't think it's enough to take it out. It's going to come down to fast moves. Oh, it went for the Earthquake right there. Boom! Got one shot. Good battle. Tough one. But Typhlosion spamming Incinerate's way faster than normal right there. Alright, so we got Nidoqueen versus Umbreon on the lead. Somewhat a very tanky neutral matchup, but this is where Nidoqueen can shred apart the tankiness here of Umbreon with these Poison Fangs. Now, there's probably going to be counters to Fighters and Fairy in the back, so I imagine there's going to be some Flyers maybe a Skarmory we might see in the back. That'd be a good cover, and we are going to see if we can draw that out with the Umbreon. So we do have a Alolan Ninetales in the back, which is definitely ideal, again, for an Obstagoon sweep late game, and Umbreon having access to Last Resort for these Fairy-type Pokemon is definitely ideal. Now, this Alolan Ninetales is probably rocking with Dazzling Gleam, which will do super effective damage, but they're going to go ahead and go for Weather Balls right here. So maybe they don't have Dazzling Gleam. Otherwise, they should have just thrown it right there. But Umbreon looking pretty strong in this mid game. If they don't have Dazzling Gleam, things are looking very, very good. And I imagine he can still survive a Dazzling Gleam here. But he's going to go ahead and shield the Dazzling Gleam. That is a fantastic shield right there. This is going to put huge pressure on the opponent to have to shield as well. They decided not to shield, so this Umbreon might be able to completely farm down. No, not able to get to the foul play in time. Here comes the charge move. It is going to be that Dazzling Gleam, and Umbreon does go down. Now, Nidoqueen can load up on some energy, and they're going to go ahead and do that. Now, let's see what's going to be coming in. It's going to be a Jellicent in the back. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Earth Power right away. The opponent might be suspecting that this is going to be a Poison Fang, and they did. So they go ahead and land it, which is beautiful. Going to go ahead and swap now into Obstagoon, catching the charge move. Again, the only opportunity here is going to be Ice Beam, but it's going to be Bubble Beams lowering that attack. We'll have to see what the opponent decides to do. Remember, there's still an Umbreon in the back, but I imagine this Jellicent is just going to be throwing out these Bubble Beams to lower the attack, and Umbreon's going to be coming in with Last Resorts now for neutral damage. So Obstagoon, what it really needs to do is, Obstagoon is the win condition here. He needs to load up on energy and hopefully clear the debuff that he got from Jellicent with those 2 Bubble Beams in order to win this game, and he also needs to be getting shields as well. So he's going to have to shield this next charge move. This is the last shield that FP6 does have, and he does do a swap, which is beautiful. This Earth Power here is going to be putting a lot of pressure on this Umbreon. No shield from the Umbreon, which means it's extremely low. And he can let this Nidoqueen go down right here. This might be an undercharge. No, they decided not to undercharge it, but we do see the Jellicent now come in. So we're going to be going for Night Slashes here for super effective damage. This is probably going to get a shield from the Jellicent, which is done. And we saw how much damage Night Slash did before in a previous match, and this is not going to be enough to KO, which is very unfortunate. But he gets the boost! He gets the boost. Bubble Beam right here is not going to do enough damage. It will lower the attack, though, and time is up. That is unfortunate. Not able to win that one there. Alright, moving this next battle, we got Nidoqueen versus Ninetales. Very ideal here on the lead, and it is going to be a Powder Snow Ninetales, which is definitely a lot tougher. If it was Charm, this would be a huge favorable matchup for the Nidoqueen, but with the Powder Snow and that ground typing, he will be taking super effective damage from Powder Snow and Weather Ball. So he's going to go ahead and shield right here, stop that Weather Ball, and look to farm down. Look at how much damage these Poison Fangs are doing, and he does catch the charge move there on the Umbreon, which is beautiful. This is just going to do neutral and not too much damage. The opponent surrendered. Okay, so obviously very weak to Dark in the back. Alright, so now we got Snorlax again on the lead. We saw this play out before. Body Slams doing neutral, and Earth Power doing a lot as well. No shield on this first Body Slam right here. We'll have to see if they go for the Poison Fang or the Earth Power. So just going to go ahead and load up and swap into Umbreon right now. Going to force the opponent to stay in. And here comes a Clefable again. I wonder if this is the same opponent. It's got to be the same opponent. And I believe the last Pokemon they had, I can't remember. Was it Empoleon? No, maybe not. They're just going to go ahead and go for Last Resorts right here. Things are definitely looking very, very good for this Nidoqueen to farm down like we saw before. And again, another Last Resort coming through. Is the opponent going to shield? No, they let it go. Oh my goodness, absolutely loaded on energy. I think this might be the same battle, because this is what happened. Isn't this what happened last time? The Meteor Mash comes in right here. He shields. This might be the same battle. It's worth watching again. Hey, alright, let's go ahead and move. Take out the Clefable right there, and let's see how this plays out. We are going to see the Poison Fang now come through. If this gets a shield, then it is the same battle. No, it didn't get the shield right there. Going to go ahead and get to another one in time. This is going to be lowering the attack, or the defense of the Snorlax, and getting it extremely low. Now, Nidoqueen is going to go ahead and shield right here and look to commit to the farm down. And it is going to be the Kingdra in the back. Okay, so it was Kingdra in the last one. But I think it was a shiny Kingdra. So this is the same team comp, but a different opponent right here. Defense fell as well, so Obstagoon's going to be coming in. This is looking to be a good game. The Kingdra here is going to have to go for Outrages in order to take out the Obstagoon, but Obstagoon is so loaded. Oh, this is going to be close. Able to get to 2 Night Slashes, but there are 2 shields left still on the Kingdra, and I imagine we'll see both go up right now. And he may actually be able to sack Swamp into Nidoqueen to try to catch the next charge move. No, he won't be able to get to it. But the attack boost, no, not able to get to it in time. Snorlax is going to come in and farm down and go for the Body Slam, and that is going to be a good game. So somewhat of a very similar matchup as before, but tough one right there. Alright, moving into this next battle, we got Nidoqueen on the lead versus Talonflame. Let's see how it decides to play this out. Remember, Poison Jabs and Poison Fangs are going to be doing a lot of neutral damage right here. And I don't know what's going on with Incinerate, but I feel like it's a lot quicker than normal. Again, it could just be the speed of this video, but we'll have to see. He's going to go ahead and shield the Flame Charge right here. And we do see a swap out from the opponent into a Snorlax. Now, that is a tough one. They're going to go ahead and swap an Umbreon. They can't bring in Obstagoon. You guys may be thinking, alright, Obstagoon's going to be a good call. Remember, Snorlax has access to Superpower, which does do double super effective because of that normal dark typing there on the Obstagoon. So we will see foul plays now just be spammed out. And the Snorlax is obviously going to have to go for superpowers right here in order to take out the Umbreon. But this may be a shield bait on the first one. Nope, they're going to go ahead and go for the first superpower. Here comes the second one. It won't be doing as much damage because it debuffs itself with every superpower. But now, oh, and it swapped out into a Machamp. That is unfortunate right here. But hopefully the switch clock is up. And they can go into Nidoqueen, which is beautiful. These Poison Fangs are going to be doing huge neutral damage right here and lowering the defense. And they're going to be able to completely farm down. Will we see the final shield? No, they're going to go ahead and let this go. Rock Slide and Cross Chop are both resisted, and he will be able to completely farm down, saving Obstagoon. And Snorlax now coming in, which means Obstagoon is definitely looking very, very nice. There's still a Talonflame. I think that has a little bit of energy, maybe 1 Incinerate's worth. But we'll have to see how this plays out. Another Poison Fang. No shields yet from the opponent. Talonflame is going to come in and try to farm down. Nidoqueen's just going to debuff, and we'll probably see a bail maybe into Umbreon right now. Yeah, here comes the Umbreon. Able to get to a foul play in time. This is definitely going to be getting a shield from the Talonflame. We'll have to see if the Talonflame can pull this out. It's going to try to farm down, but no, has to throw its energy. Umbreon's going to let this go. Obstagoon is absolutely loaded on energy right here, can easily come in and go for a Night Slash in order to close this game out. And we do see a shield. I imagine he's going to shield the Brave Bird right here. No, he lets it go. The Brave Bird almost one-shots. He has to go for the Night Slash now to take it out. That was risky. Snorlax is still alive, but it will go down to fast moves, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Man, Brave Bird almost one-shot right there. Risky one, risky one. Good game. Moving into the next battle, we got Nidoqueen versus Talonflame again. We'll likely see the same play here. No, they're just going to swap right away this time into Umbreon, and we do see a Clefable come out right away, which is definitely ideal. Nidoqueen is going to be able to come in, farm down, and have loaded energy for that Talonflame, which is definitely going to be nasty to see. So hopefully this Clefable decides to throw energy. No, it's just going to... Oh, it does to throw energy. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, man. I feel bad for the Talonflame that's going to come back into a Nidoqueen with 2.5 Poison Fangs right here. So Nidoqueen's obviously going to be coming in, completely farming down. Oh man, there's 1 Poison Fang. Almost able to get to 2, or 1.5 maybe. It's hard to see at the bottom. Yeah, 1.5. Oh, a Gallade comes in. This is tough right here. So going to go ahead and go for Poison Fangs to lower the defenses and get a shield right there, which is beautiful. They're going to go ahead and half the shield right here. Again, Confusion doing super effective damage to the poison typing here on Nidoqueen, so they really can't stay in too long. But just going to keep going for these Poison Fangs to put pressure, and gets 2 shields as well. Can he get a third one? Wow, Nidoqueen absolutely loaded on energy. We may see a swap now into Obstagoon, which we do, but this is the tough. Able to farm down with fast moves. Gallade was not able to get to the close combat in time. Obstagoon is looking prime to sweep this endgame here against, and he gets the boost. He gets the boost. Obstagoon is going to be able to close this game out. The only hope and prayer that this Talonflame has is that he shields a Flame Charge and Brave Bird lands. He gets a second boost! What is going on with FP Sticks and his Obstagoon today? Able to block that Brave Bird and is going to be able to fully counter down, and Obstagoon just flexing on the opponent right there. All right, moving to this next battle. We got Nidoqueen versus Shadow Dragonite. We saw this earlier. I believe he decided to swap, yeah. He's going to go ahead and go straight into the Umbreon, and we do see a Shadow Machamp now come in. Again, set and bait ideal here with Last Resorts, doing neutral damage. Going to put pressure on Machamp to have to throw energy and potentially have to shield if they let him get to another Last Resort. So Cross Chop now coming through. I think Umbreon can survive this, barely survive this. Yep, 1 HP. Oh, not able to get it. That's unfortunate. He had the energy right there. That is so unfortunate. So now Nidoqueen will be able to come in and farm down. Now he has to watch out for the potential payback, but that was way too quick. This is probably going to be Cross Chop, which it is. So now he can farm down. Oh man, this Machamp is absolutely loaded on energy, but Nidoqueen is going to have quite a bit of energy as well, and hopefully they don't have another counter user to Obstagoon. And considering running Dragonite and Shadow Machamp, which means they have to have a hard cover for fairies, so it's probably going to be a Steel in the back, maybe an Empoleon safe swap, maybe a Galarian Stunfisk, heck, even a Magnezone potentially, but Obstagoon is looking extremely strong right here. Also going to let this go. Yeah, he's hard reading Obstagoon is going to win this matchup. I don't think there's going to be another fighter. Yeah, it's Galarian Stunfisk. Very good call there, FP Sticks, on that battle. Again, when you're looking at your opponent's team composition, you read the lead, right, with Shadow Dragonite. You see the swap that came into Umbreon being a fighter. You know that both of those are extremely weak to fairies, right? A Clefable would shred that apart. So they have to have a hard cover for a fairy, which means it's going to be a Steel, which means the Obstagoon can sweep endgame with shields. 2-to-1 shield advantage. So that is going to be a good game. Very well played. The Dragonite as well doesn't have too much energy, and Obstagoon is just going to sweep this up. Just has to get to 2 Night Slashes right here. Hurricane as well, I don't think would one-shot. It'd be very close, but it wouldn't one-shot right here. So the first Night Slash gets the shield, and the second one is going to take it out, and that's going to be a good game. That's a great team read right there from FP Sticks, reading that Obstagoon. It gets another boost. All right. Moving into this next battle, we have Nidoqueen versus Nidoqueen again on the lead. Let's see how this plays out. Again, winning CMP tie is going to be huge here, and the opponent might decide to swap as well. They actually didn't go for CMP tie right there, I believe. I think they tried to go for a fast move. Oh, he lands it! Boom! Near one shots is going to go ahead and shield right here. It's just going to be a Poison Fang, but they should be able to farm down before he gets to an Earth Power. Yes, that is beautiful. Nidoqueen is gone, has loaded energy, and we are going to see a Swampert now come in. Instant swap into the Umbreon, and we do see a Galvantula come into this matchup. Now with Galvantula having Lunge, it's going to be doing super effective damage to those Dark-type Pokemon, but also lowering the attack. That's what's so deadly about Galvantula, and XL in the Ultra League Premier Cup is just that deadly as well. What's great here with Umbreon is you can spam foul plays. It's going to be doing neutral damage right here, and there's no reason to go for Last Resorts. No shields right there, which means Obstagoon's looking very, very strong to kind of close this game out here, because they'll be able to farm down the Galvantula potentially, because they will be getting a shield right here, and things are looking very good. So I think they're 2 fast moves away. Oh, they let it go. They're going to go ahead and let Swampert come in with loaded energy, which is perfectly fine, but not able to get to the foul play right here. Nidoqueen's going to go ahead and come in, throw this Poison Fang right away. That's what you need to do. Drop those defenses, and Obstagoon should be able to close this game out very nicely. Obviously saving the shield for Obstagoon, so let's see how this plays out. Hydro Cannon, not enough to take it out. Gonna go ahead and swap into Obstagoon and just farm down. Hydro Cannon is going to be doing neutral damage, but counters right because of that defense drop are absolutely shredding right here. Oh man, this is going to be close. Going to go ahead and let this go. He's no shielding this. Oh man, here comes the Night Slashes. Remember, Swampert still has 2 shields, so he needs to be able to get both of them right here in order to win this game. Oh man, he's going to have to shield right here. This is going to come down to the wire. He might actually try to sack swap into Nidoqueen. Switch Clock is coming back up. He's not able to get it in time. That is unfortunate. Swampert right here is going to be sweeping, taking out the Obstagoon, able to get to the Poison Fang in time. If he threw that Night Slash, he might have been able to get that final, well, he would have gotten that final shield, but that is unfortunate right there. Good game, very well played. Very, very close one. Oh, super tough. I believe that was the final battle. Oh, that was the final battle. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, FP6, thanks for sharing these battles with us. The Double Dark team looks like a lot of fun. It's that catch and bait strategy like I was talking about at the beginning of the video, where you draw out that fighter, you draw out that fairy like Clefable, you come in hard farm with Nidoqueen and let Obstagoon sweep. It's a great strategy, it's a lot of fun, and I hope you recover well from your surgery, man. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.